Welcome. In this video, we're just going to go over on how to set up your StrategyForge trading journal. So once you are all signed up and registered, you'll be brought to a screen. You should see this. It'll ask you to select your time zone. Just go ahead and select your correct time zone so that it can properly transfer times from your broker to your time and keep everything kosher. And then down here for break-even threshold, if there is an amount of money you want the system to consider a break-even amount, let's say that's $20, and you go down here, put 20, it's kind of finicky, so you need to type 20 for a minimum amount, come back, put the negative sign in front of it, and then for the maximum amount, 20. That means that if you lose up to $20 or make up to $20, the system will consider it a break-even trade. All right, now once you have that set up, you will be brought to your dashboard that'll look something like this. You want to start off by clicking Import Data over here on the left-hand side. Up here at the top, this is where you can upload CSV files from your broker of your trade history. All you got to do is click New Account, just type in your broker name, click Create Account, and then this area will light up so you can upload your CSV file. It can read CSV files from any broker out there, and then just click Import Trades and it'll import your trade history from that CSV file. Alternatively, you can come down here, Connect New Broker for automated trade history importing. From any of these brokers right here. As you can see, we're currently working on adding Tradeovate. We do have all these other brokers you can add as well. Thinkorswim, Tasty Trade, Webull, Robinhood, etc. So you'll just click on your broker and then click connect. It'll bring you to a login screen. You'll have to authorize StrategyForge to be able to connect and get your trade history. Once you have that set up and you have imported some trades, you will see your trades back here on the dashboard. I will add that the whole point of StrategyForge is for analyzing your performance. And I feel like automatically importing trades or even uploading them from CSV is an ineffective way of really using a trade journal. The best way is to come here, click Add Trade, and manually enter every trade one at a time. That's going to get you the best results. That's my opinion. That's typically how I do it. And that brings you through going and analyzing, making sure you're analyzing and going over each and every single trade you take, as you should be. You're risking your money, but I'm not going to get into all that. All right, so once you have some trades imported, what you're going to want to do back here at the dashboard, come over here to the left-hand side, click Playbook. It is important you set this up. This is where you're going to put your trading strategy so we can properly track performance, all right? So come over here, click Create Strategy. Let's say that you have a strategy called Break and Retest. All right, so create that strategy. It is now showing up here under strategies. Then you click on it. Now from here, we can go down and you'll see we have entry rules, exit rules, position sizing rules, risk management rules. So we can enter all the rules associated with that trade. So let's say price breaks a key level. That's one of the requirements to enter. Higher, low, or lower high, above or below the key level. Broad market must agree with direction of trade. Risk management, risk must be at least 1-to-2 ratio. Position sizing, 50 contracts. Exit rules are exit half position at risk reward ratio, 1 of 1. Exit next quarter at target. Leave 1/4 of position for runners. All right, so now we have entry rules, exit rules, position sizing rules, and risk management rules for this break and retest strategy. So that's good. It's important that you set this up for all your strategies, and we'll kind of go over why that is here in a moment. The next thing you're going to want to do is go to tags, and then you can create different tag categories. As you can see, I have a few set up: catalyst, daily SMA, market conditions, pre-market conditions. So you just click create category, type the name of the category, click create. Once you have the category created, you can go ahead and click add tags next to that tag category. As you can see under catalyst, I have earnings and news. Daily SMA, I have 200, 20, 50. Market conditions, I have broad market agrees, broad market disagrees. You're going to want to create tags for absolutely everything and anything and everything you can think of that has to do with your trading, the conditions, the everything to do with everything on your trades. The more you enter, the more effective this trade journaling is going to be for you. All right, once you have those entered, you can come back to your trades and then edit the ones that you uploaded or into the program. Or if you're going to do as I suggest and manually add the trades, you can do this as you add the trades. So now we're into this trade I took today on Intel. It was a call. Technically, this is other options. So if you're going to say do a put, do not put short here. That'll cause it to miscalculate. You only want to use direction short when you're actually doing a short. Time frame I used was 2 minutes. Strategy I used was gap fill then reversal. Make sure that you enter the target price and the stop loss price. Very important that you enter that on every trade. How confident were you on this trade? With a little bit of confidence, a lot of confidence, scale of 1 to 5. I was actually probably closer to a 4 today on this trade. It was pretty well planned out. And then come down here and select the tags, every tag that has to do with this trade. CPI was today. So I selected pre-market, CPI, market conditions. The broad market agreed with this trade at the time I took it. It was not off any of the daily SMA levels, and I don't need to select there. There was, I believe, a news catalyst on this one. I don't have goals set up. We'll go over that later. And then come down here. Did you or did you not follow all the rules of this strategy? Well, on this one, I have 3 rules. Overnight gap occurred. The gap closed, and then a valid setup happened on the higher low of the previous day. So I did see all those things happen, and I did exit back at the opening print. So I followed all my rules. I can go ahead and click update trade. All right, that trade is updated. You really do want to come through and do this for every single trade. Now I can go to advanced reports, and let's say I want to know how I am doing with a particular strategy. Let's say with this gap filled in reversal strategy, and I want to know when I take that trade and the broad market also agrees with it, how well am I doing? So I need to find tags now, which there's just so many things it's hard for me to find. All right, broad market agrees. So now I am looking at all trades with the strategy, gap filled in reversal, and then broad market agrees, coming down, clicking running report. Well, I don't have this, just a test account. I only have one trade that matches this, but based off that one trade, I make $1,750 off this. I have 100% win rate. Um, my expected value when this occurs is $1,750. So I should probably, whenever I see this strategy come up and the conditions hit that say I should take this trade and the broad market agrees, I should probably absolutely be taking these trades, especially if, let's say, I had 100 trades in it and this was what I was seeing. But let's say I want to know, how does that strategy do when the broad market disagrees? So I would run another report. I don't have any that I can go off of, but let's pretend I did and I had 30 trades. And let's say the win rate was only 30% and I had an expected value of negative $800 or $900. Well, now I know that unless the broad market agrees, I should never ever be doing that strategy. Okay. There's hundreds of ways, absolutely countless ways that you can break this down. But this is why the tags and the strategies are so important, because you can attach expected value to absolutely everything with your trading. I'll leave it to your imagination because that's really what it's left to. But the whole idea is I'm using tags because I want to know under this particular condition, what's my track record? Do I need to not trade that condition, or should I? This is what you're not going to get in an Excel sheet. This is what the whole point of like a professional trade journal. This is what, hedge funds are using, stuff like this. They're really breaking down every piece of data possible to do with your trading to help you improve, to help you build your discipline. And really, this video is not a sales video. It's really more of a how to set StrategyForge up. So that is how you set up getting your trades in, the playbooks, the tags. We also have goals over here that I will quickly cover. Under goals, you can click create goal, click smart goals right here. All these things the system can automatically track. So if you type in any one of these goals and a little button will come up that says enable auto tracking, just click that and the system will automatically track it for you. You can also just have any kind of goal, like such as only take 3 or 2 trades per day or whatever. Any goal you want to have, just put it in here. And also, when you edit your trades or input them, you can come down here to select your goals, your manual goals that are not automatically tracked, and you can enter them into the trades so that you can track what trades are following your goals, which ones are not. We'll quickly go over here to analytics. Let's take a look at rules. Selecting what rules if you're having trouble following all your rules. This is where this is important. So we can come over here and we can find out, let's say on this gap fill and reversal, what's happening to my account when I break a specific rule. So if I had rules that were broken, I would see it right here. And then I would see, am I still winning when I break that rule? Or am I losing when I break that rule? Am I actually losing money from breaking that rule? So being able to see that stuff will really help you build discipline. So I really think we all spend so much time in the charts. Many don't spend enough time in this type of stuff, in performance analysis. And this is what separates the winners from the losers. Mark my words. Spending your time right here. If you have trouble over trading, this is a great way to come over and do performance analysis instead of losing your money over trading. Okay. Go over here and input all your data for all your trades, run reports, find out what's working, find out what's not. Um, this is how you set the program up. It's an amazing program. There's so many more amazing things coming down the line. Have a good one.